Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your December 2023 reading. This message is for Sun, Moon, or Rising in Aquarius. So if you have those placements, this message may be for you. However, as this is a general message, some of the messages may not resonate, but others may. So I hope you'll listen to the end. If you're new to my channel, welcome to our spiritual community. I hope that you will like and subscribe. I would love to have you join us. I really love the Aquarius community. I just found out that one of my Chiron, I have my Chiron in Aquarius. So I'm learning about that. Which is part of my astrological, chart placement. So I'm learning about more and more about you, Aquarius. This message is, so if you're new to my channel, I typically do sit down, do meditation. I get messages from Spirit that want me to share various information with you for whatever reason. So it could just very well be that the Spirit already knows who's going to see these videos, who's going to be involved with these videos. I feel as though they take that into consideration as they pull together the energy for the messages. So I'm actually recording this on November the 25th, which is Saturday. On Monday, the 27th, we have a full moon in Gemini. It is going to actually very much activate us because it is such a powerful full moon. It could associate issues with communication. So because that Gemini is that double twin, right? That twin energy. Just make sure that when you're communicating, that you're communicating as succinctly as you possibly can. Don't mix your words. Slow down just a minute just to make sure that people understand you and hear you with the full intention as to what it is that you're trying to convey to them. The other thing that this energy will be doing is it is going to do additional clearing, releasing, and will be illuminating things on the planet for us to look at. It's kind of like a gateway or a portal that kind of opens up another layer to this bigger game. For the month of December, it's going to feel much lighter. So if you're listening to this in November, you may still be feeling the effects of the new moon as well as the full moon, and as well as the Scorpio energy, which was very heavy for many people. I saw a lot of similarities in the readings when I was doing all of those readings, that it was going to be activating. There was going to be a lot of things that were going to be finalized and closed down. So I hope you're doing well. In the month of December, that energy is ruled by Jupiter, and we are in Sagittarius season now. Jupiter is a very beneficial planet for us. So we may be feeling a little bit lighter. It is a fire sign. So there are activations of higher learning. It resonates with teaching and guiding, luck, opportunities, expansion, travel, our belief systems, expanded awareness, philosophy, spirituality, spiritual concepts and spiritual laws, and higher consciousness. And one of the things that Spirit was sharing with me is one of the ways that we can acclimate a lot of these frequencies is to listen to various types of music. And so you might want to do some chanting work, some toning. I know that there is sound frequency therapy, whale and dolphin frequency music, whatever it is that will help you to rebalance and reintegrate. And that's pretty much the messages that I got so far to share with you. I know as we get into the month of December and I share more videos with you, there's more to come, right? So today, Aquarius, I plan to pull a card, an oracle card. I'm going to do a Celtic cross for you. And then at the very end, I'm going to pull angel messages from a new deck called the Angel Power Tarot. So without further ado, let's get going. So your card is shh. This is a new deck for me as well. It is natural to want to have the right words for a situation, to feel like you'll have the exact right thing to say when everything is wrong. You do not need to do this. You only need to show up and shut up, to close your mouth and listen to others, to yourself, to let the silence sit unfulfilled for as long as it is needed to exist. So I'm not sure how this message is going to help you, but this is the one that Spirit had me pull for you. So there you go. Okay, and I have shuffled all your cards a bunch of times. As you can see, I normally split the deck, which I had, but now I'm going to split it one more time, which is always what the Spirit has me do. And I'm going to start pulling your cards to see what is here for us to look at. And then I will explain things as I go. So you are very much represented here with the King of Swords. Interesting, Aquarius. Okay, so we have only one major arcana card here. And I'll start explaining that here shortly. The card that is right in the very center of your energy for this month, and you are not the only sign that has gotten this card in the center. I can't remember the other sign that got this card, but you did as well. And this card is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is a card of needing rest. It's like a spiritual kind of a thing where you may have been going and going and going and just pushing yourself through, pushing yourself through, pushing yourself through. And now Spirit is saying, you know, in order for you to get through the end of this month of December, you're really going to have to slow down and you're going to have to rest. You're going to have to give yourself some time. And the other thing about this card is that there are blessings here. So he's laying prone. He's got the three swords up here. And in this window is like a Hierophant kind of a position with these little kids here that are looking for blessings. So fours typically are looking for some type of stability and balance. And I would say that if you are needing rest, to really honor that part of your experience. It could just be that you just need a couple of down days. It could very well be that maybe something is coming up that your body is trying to fight a foreign invader, right? So you may need to take a couple of days just to recuperate from that. The other thing is there is a sword down here, which is below. So there is a mystery to this card, okay? Now, I don't know what that mystery is. Perhaps it will come about in the rest of your reading, but as of right now, I don't know what this mystery could represent for you at this time. What's crossing or helping you, which is either what's helping you or hindering you, is this Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is a beautiful card. Look at all this golden energy. This right now is saying that there is a beautiful opportunity for you that's coming in for you to evaluate, to look at, right? Now, if you look at this card, you've got the hand of God here handing you this opportunity. Now, this opportunity could represent money. It could represent a new job. It could represent a new home or a new place to live. It could represent health. So it could represent that maybe you're going to get some answers if you are battling some kind of an illness, that you're going to get some answers and a new opportunity to get well. So it's an opportunity. And the thing about the aces is that these represent like new vantage points, new ways of looking at things. So it could very well be that you might be looking at your whole money situation differently. Maybe you are going to come into contact with someone that is going to help you with your financial portfolio or something like that along these lines. Because as we look at the banking institutions and all the stuff that's happening with the stock market right now, and I'm looking at this from a US perspective because I live here in Arizona in the US. So it may be different if you're out of the country, right? Because I do see that my messages are going to Asia and Australia. So it's lovely, and thank you so much for being so kind as to add your energy to my channel. But this is an opportunity that requires you to do something with it. We are given opportunities multiple times a day. We don't always recognize them as an opportunity. However, as this is in the very center of your cards, I feel as though this is a wonderful opportunity for you to be able to expand in some of those areas. Like this is going to be right center, right, for this month. Now, what is on your mind? What is going on with you at this time? I have this Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is a card of conflict. So you may be feeling conflicted within yourself. You may be feeling out of sorts. You may be feeling as though, with all the stuff that's coming up, with all the things that are happening on the planet, all the lies that we've been told that we've lived all these years, and now everything is coming to light. You might be feeling very off center. You may be feeling very unstable, right? Not unstable to the point where you're going to go postal, but you know what I mean? It's kind of like one of those things. It's kind of like fight or flight. This energy right here does represent conflict, but it also represents training, because these are younger people here on this card. And if it was a real war, they would be carrying swords instead of wands. So this right here is training. They're learning how to utilize their tools. So conversely, that could correspond to you as well. I feel as though you could be going through some type of training. Maybe you're going to go through some spiritual training of some kind, or maybe you're going to go through training within your job, or maybe it's going to be a thing where you've got something at home in your home life that requires a skill set that maybe you don't have. So maybe you're going to pull up a YouTube video to figure out how to fix something. But whatever it is, it could be a training, or it could be that you're feeling very conflicted at this time, okay? And that conflict is just something for you to be aware of. It's not like it necessarily has to affect your life in a very profound way. And the reason why I say that is because this is a minor arcana card. If this was a major arcana card, I would say you're going to have to put on your armor of God and do battle, but that's not the case, okay? So what is supporting you at this time is the beautiful Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a card of celebrations. I always look at this card as celebrations with people that I love. This is a very supportive card. So if you're going through things, and the cups have to do with our emotions and how we feel about things and our relationships with others. And as you can see, these three are together, they're clinking their cups. So it feels as though you're going to have a very celebratory December. Could very well be that you're going to get together with friends, maybe people you haven't seen for a while. I don't see anybody coming back from your past in this reading. So it could very well be just your mates that you hang out with on a regular basis, getting together, or something along those lines for the holidays. But it's a positive card. Your past card. So what's happening in your past is this Eight of Swords. And I'm so happy to see that this is in your past, because this Eight of Swords is a card of feeling stuck and feeling as though stuck is the best word, really. It's kind of like that energy of not knowing how to move forward, feeling as though you don't have a path forward. You're just, the mental thing is going on in your mind. Like, you know, all of these swords could represent different areas of your life or different things that you've been struggling with. As you can see, she's all bound up. She's got herself blindfolded, and she is standing in water. So this is supposed to represent the tide, right? The tide is low here. So she could easily get out of these binds if she just leaned back and just cut herself out. I don't know if she knows that the swords are there, but they're there. So that is the premise of the card, is that whatever it is that had been really bothering you, or whatever it is that has been making you feel stuck, has now been released, and now you are progressing forward again. What's coming in immediately for you is the King of Swords. This is your energy. This is representative of you. So you're going to feel very centered. You're going to feel very much within your space. The King of Swords is does represent your energy. This king is a very thoughtful king. He's a very analytical king. He likes facts and figures. He likes to understand the whys in life. Like, why is it this way? Why? And there's lots of questions around that in order to satisfy this king's perspective on life. They like to have all the details, okay? And this is kind of the energy that I pick up here. Now, the other thing about this king is he also has butterflies on his throne there. And butterflies to me mean transmutation. It means you've come out of your chrysalis of, you know, being a caterpillar to become this beautiful butterfly. So you have come into your own power. This is a very much a card of empowerment for you, Aquarius. And then as we go up the column here, this is all stuff that is going to be coming in for you to work through. Your long-term energy is this Judgment card. Now, again, this is the only major arcana that we have. As this is in your long-term energy, I would expect that this energy is going to continue to flow through next year for a period of time. What I have learned from the years of doing psychic readings and doing the tarot specifically, is when a major arcana comes up, a lot of times it is a card that takes a while to work through. And as this is an awakening card, meaning this angel right here, which is, I believe, Gabriel, is blowing their horn, right, waking up the dead. It really could tie into people's spiritual beliefs about the end times, right? But the other thing that it's going to do, it's a very broad scope of a card, because it's going to bring in revelations for you, for yourself. And it could very well be, again, because I was talking earlier about the energies of, you know, this cleansing, release, and illumination. I feel like this is really tying into that. I feel as though as we're moving through this, this end of November and moving into the month of December, that even though it's going to feel lighter, there's going to be more work that's done to us, because we are now ready. Like, we've went through the gauntlet in the month of November for many of us, that now we can get the blessings, right? Now we can get the clarity. And that's kind of what this card represents for you, okay? Long term. So I'm going to say a couple of months at least that you'll be working through this information. So it's not going to be just one aha. It's going to be like a ripple, It's going to be like one aha opens up something, something else comes in, and then another thing comes in and gives you additional clarity. So don't, my guidance would be, don't settle on the initial information that comes through. Sit with it for a bit. See how it resonates with you. Does it align with your gut, right? I always tell people the best way to know if anything is a truth for you is if your gut, then your heart, and then your mind all say, oh yeah, this is completely in alignment. So yes, it is a truth. We are going through big times of discernment right now. And I feel as though this energy is here. This is an angel. I'm working with the angels. You are working with the angels at this time. This angel is here to help you through those aha moments, okay? Your next card, which is your external influences, is the Six of Pentacles. Again, I think every sign has gotten this card in this area, in this space. And what this card represents is gratitude. It's a card of giving and receiving, and it totally makes sense, right? For the month of December, a lot of times we go overboard during the holidays to, I don't know, to really show people how much we appreciate them, to give them gifts. A lot of times people are much more generous in the month of December because there's so much more energy of happiness and enjoyment because you're excited about the holiday, you are reminiscing about your holidays growing up, you know, how they affected you as a child, and you kind of bring that energy into your current situation. This card right here is a card of give and take. And if you can see, this guy is giving money to the poor, but he's also holding this scale right here. Now, what that represents to me is that he's willing to give of what he has. He's giving it with a free heart. He wants to do it, not because he feels like he has to, but because he's just giving in nature. But the other part of it is the gratitude part of it. He has enough to be able to share. It doesn't necessarily have to be money. It could be just giving time. Maybe you're going to donate your time and work at a soup kitchen, or maybe you are going to give money to, maybe you're going to give some money to the Salvation Army, right? You know, the guys always sit there with their bell and in front of these stores and stuff. And maybe you're just going to feel generous in that way. Or maybe you're going to make a donation to your local police department or fire department or something along those lines, right? However, the thing about this card that I always say, and the way that it is embraced in its fullest energetic vibration, is that when you're giving, you're not giving with the expectation of something in return. Really, the gift for you being generous is knowing that you have enough to be able to share with others that you know don't have the same life as you do, right? You can look around and see those people everywhere. We have a huge homeless population right now in the United States. So many people are displaced from all of the, you know, a lot of it was started because of the COVID thing. A lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of the small businesses lost their businesses because of the close down and all of that. So if you find it within your heart, that's what this energy represents. And I hope that has helped you with that. Your next card has to do with your future feelings, and this is the King of Cups. Now, the beautiful thing about the King of Cups is it is a water sign. This king is very emotionally stable. He has worked through all of his emotional issues through his whole life. He's got a lot of knowledge, very similar to you, right? But I feel as though this energy is really allowing you to sink into your heart. The thing about the King of Swords is he's a very mental individual, meaning that he comes from this place it's not that he doesn't have a heart and that he doesn't tap into his heart, right? Because we all do. But for the most part, things need to make logical sense to that individual. This person is more, he operates from his heart space. He operates from a generosity. He wants to help people because he's just giving in that way. He's very emotionally stable. He's a good trainer. He's a good mentor. I meant to say, this could very well be somebody that is in love with their life, in love with their job. They have something that you look at them in a way you wish that you could be more like them. And I feel as though this energy is coming in. It could represent a person coming in for you, or it could represent you feeling these feelings, you embracing, embodying this energy of this King of Cups. The other thing too is Spirit is telling me, just to remind you that this energy just represents the energy of the card. It doesn't necessarily mean gender specific. So it could very well be, if you're a female, you may be feeling this. As another thing that Spirit always has me say is just to remind everyone, we have the masculine and feminine energies within us. So it may be tapping more into that masculine side of you, right? That may be activated at this time and is what you need, right? But your final card that comes with this reading is this Seven of Swords. And again, the Seven of Swords represents your energy. Again, it's a golden card. It's a beautiful card. This is a card of strategy. This is a card of standing your ground. This is a card of figuring out ways to work through all of your problems and your issues using this strategy ability, right? The thing about this guy is he's in a battle, because swords usually represent fighting, right? And what he's done is he's waited until the early morning hours to sneak into the enemy camp and walk away with their swords. And the reason why he did that was so that, well, if they don't have them, then they can't fight us, right? So he's using strategy as to how to overcome his issue. And that's kind of the same thing for you. Okay, Aquarius? So now I am going to pull some angel messages for you from the Archangel Power Tarot deck. As you can see, it's fat, it's really big. And I am going to see what comes through for you as your kind of final main messages, and if it ties up your reading. So I'm going to do my splits like I'm supposed to. And we're going to start with the bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Ariel. It says, you have invested wisely. Have patience and wait for your harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. Okay? That's a great card. Again, we're talking about those finances, right? Yay! Okay, so now I'm going to split. This deck is so... Now you have the Queen of Gabriel. Passionate, charming, brilliant, independent. You can do anything right now. Go after what you want. The ability to attract helpful people. That's awesome. So if you've got some kind of a goal that you're working on, this may be a time where you can ask for help, right? Or it could be just this whole month. There may be opportunities for you to be able to receive help in whatever it is that you're creating. Okay, one more card, and it is peace. What a beautiful card. This is number 13. The card is peace. See that up there. And it says, Archangel Azrael, release the past. There is a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. What a beautiful message, Aquarius. I hope that peace reigns supremely, and I hope that you find peace within you this month of December. Thank you so much for being here. Again, like and subscribe if you're new to my channel. Have a blessed December. And of course, I will be back with you again soon because I do readings frequently. Yay! Enjoy your December.